What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new Football Manager 2016 video. Today, it's episode 3 in my potential Wonderkids for FM17 series. We've got 3 more players today. 2 of them are pretty much borderline whether they are Wonderkids or whether they're already proven. And then 1 is definitely a Wonderkid. So we're going to start off with the one who is... He's kind of a Wonderkid in FM16, as you can see on screen. But he never really reaches that full potential. But I feel like in FM17 will be the year where he really announces himself as a Wonderkid. It's Ante Coric from Dinamo, the Croatian midfielder. He's 18 years of age, which means he'll be 19 in FM17. As you can see, he's an attacking midfielder. Some of his attributes are on screen. Some real good attributes, to be fair. 18 for technique, 18 for first touch, 17 dribbling, 18 flair. This guy seems to have, you know, like, he seems like a Brazilian type of attacking midfielder, you know, with the flair, the dribbling, so on, you know, stuff like that, vision. He's got great agility, bit of pace, not too much, you know, not like really high pace, but maybe that will develop with time. But this is the first, you know, potential Wonderkid. As you can see, he's only valued at 1.6 million. That'll probably be a bit higher for next, you know, for FM17. He's 18 years of age, as I said, he'll be 19. He's only on £1,500 per week, so this guy could be a potential player that you can bring in straight away to your team in FM17. Anyway, we're going to jump quite a fair few years ahead, and we'll see how he develops in this save. Okay, so the year is 2023, which means we're 8 years ahead, I think. Coric, obviously, yes, so we are 8 years ahead. He's now 26 years of age, playing for Barcelona. Croatian, Rakitic. Just saying. We'll take a look. Where should we go first? We'll take a look at his attributes, actually, just to see how they've, like, improved. And as I said, his acceleration, at least, has really improved. His pace also ever so slightly. Agility's gone up, but a lot of them attributes are in the higher range. Obviously, the brighter green colour. First touch, 19. Passing, 16. Vision, 18. Technique, 19. 19 for flair. 17 for composure. And this guy, you know, he's really come on as a player, which is really good to see. Valued at £29 million, earning £85,000 per week at Barcelona. And he's only actually apparently 3.5. I don't even know where to put the half. Where did I put the half on? He's 3-star. He's not 3.5. Don't know where I got that from. As I said, 85 grand per week. We shall take a look at his career stats, shall we? So from Dinamo, he actually moved the following season to Everton for £17.5 million. So obviously that's what I was saying. He was only valued at 1.6. 1 season later, he's valued at 17.5. So you need to buy him in the first season. Where he went on to have, how many seasons is that? 4 seasons at Everton. Didn't score many goals. Actually, he scored a few, to be fair. He got mainly assists. You know, 6.89 average match rating. This is the league only. We'll get the full. Obviously, I'm covering the stats. Give me a minute and I'll move my face cam so you can see, you know, the stats a bit better. Right, so I've moved my face cam so you can see the stats a bit better down here. So a 6.90 average match rating in all competitions in his first season at Everton. Then, if we try and go up, there we go, 6.75, so still not the best in his second season. You know, he didn't actually score any league goals. He got a few in, is that continental football? Yeah, it is. My monitor's just ever so covered by my second monitor, so I can't quite see. 6.68 average match rating, so it's going, you know, it's quite inconsistent at Everton, but obviously, as you're about to see in a moment, he really picks that up at Barcelona. But he got 2 goals in the league, 4 assists. He played every single Premier League match that season, starting all of them. Only 21 starts for Everton. Actually, that would explain why, because then he joined Barcelona in the January for £25.5 million. He went on to play 13 league games that season, 11 starts, 2 appearances from the bench, getting 5 goals and 2 assists. Obviously, much better average match ratings, as you can see. I'll just go through the stats like that, and you can pause if you want to see any of them in particular. But obviously, his match ratings at Barcelona improved massively. We'll take a look at his injuries. So over this time, he didn't actually get any injuries for 5 years, and then he got a bruised thigh, which only kept him out for 5 days. Then he got a dislocated jaw, which kept him out for 4 weeks, and then a 9-day injury, which he's currently got. So he's really not very injury prone, which is something you really want to see in a player. Take a look at his achievements to see what he has won. We'll go to landmarks. So he won the Croatian First League. This was before any of the game was loaded. So when the game actually loaded, he won. So we're looking from like around here. So he won the Croatian First League, but again, I think that would be just before the game loaded. So he made his first international appearance for Croatia. Then he got his first international goal, which isn't really anything to touch upon. And he didn't win anything at Everton, which I'm not going to get into this, but that's not really surprising. He then went and won La Liga at Barcelona in his first season. He won the Spanish Cup that same season. He won the Spanish Cup the next season, but obviously he didn't win La Liga for a good few years and 3 seasons, and he's only just won it now, so someone else must have been winning La Liga. I'm guessing Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid. He won the Spanish Super Cup as well during his time at Barcelona, so a few trophies to his name, but I'm quite sure he's only 26 years of age. He'll probably still want to win more things in his career. I still feel like this guy's got quite a bit of development to do over the next 2 or 3 years, and that's why I feel in Football Manager 2017 he is going to be an even better player than the one you see on screen right now, and he will be an even better Wonderkid in FM17. Okay, so we're on to the next guy, and as you can see, it is Renato Sanches, recently signed for Bayern Munich from Benfica for it was quite a high fee. I think it was around £30 million. Correct me if I'm wrong, but obviously this is one that I was saying is quite on the borderline of whether he is a Wonderkid or whether he's actually a developed player. But considering the fact in FM17 he'll only be still aged 18 years of age, I still think that classes him a Wonderkid. He's younger than me, so can't really say anything about that. Take a look at some of his key attributes for a box-to-box midfielder, which is apparently his best role. You're looking at his attributes and they are already incredible. They're pretty much around 15 on average, and that's just crazy. For a kid that's 17 years of age in this game, he's only valued at 6.75 million, which is actually quite surprising for me, considering them attributes, considering the club he's at, considering he's just moved. I thought he would probably be a bit higher. He's obviously described as a Wonderkid. We'll just jump again 8 years ahead and see how he develops in this save, and he'll be 25 years of age, so let's go and do that. Let's see how Renato Sanches develops. Okay, so as you can see, Renato Sanches is now 25 years of age. He's valued at £34.5 million, playing for Roma, earning £165,000 per week. He's still best suited as a box-to-box midfielder by all accounts. And I mean, look at them attributes. You're looking probably 16 to 17 now, the average. That's just absolutely crazy. Some of them are just phenomenal. I can't even say the word. I'm blown away. We'll take a look at his career stats. So, from Bayern Munich, he played 1 season at Bayern Munich, only making 4 appearances. And then he's been at Roma ever since. Fair play to him. He doesn't seem injury prone. We'll come to that in a minute, and he's very consistent. I mean, look at them average ratings. So a 7.10. This is league only, by the way. Actually, I'll do all competitions. So 47 appearances, 10 goals, 6 assists in his first season at Roma. 7.15 average match rating. Then 48 appearances, 13 goals, 7 assists, 7.46. 45 appearances, 12 goals, 4 assists, 7.15 average match rating. 47 appearances, 10 goals, 5 assists, 7.28 average match rating. 45 appearances, 7 goals, 5 assists, 7.26 average match rating. 50 appearances, 7 goals, 3 assists, and a 7.20 average match rating. And then 42 appearances, 8 goals, and 3 assists, and a 7.17 average match rating. So he's just so consistent at Roma. And it just shows that if you get this guy, he's just going to perform consistently right throughout the year. He doesn't seem to get injured. So he got a cold in the first season, doesn't get anything for 4 years. Then he gets a calf strain, which only keeps him out for 3 weeks. And then he gets a sprained ankle. So, he doesn't pick up injuries all that often, which is good to see. And this is one of the players, as I said, he's kind of borderline whether he should be in this video because he's already classed as a Wonderkid, but I feel like he's going to be even better in FM17 purely because of his move to to Bayern Munich and the Euros he had. He plays really well for Portugal in the Euros. I feel like this guy could potentially be the best midfielder in the world in years to come, and I think that will reflect in FM17, and he will be one of the best Wonderkids in the game. Okay, so last but by no means least, we have Marcus Rashford, the man everyone wants to talk about, the 17-year-old in the game. He's 18 in FM17, so be sure to remember that. He's valued at £7.5 million, obviously we all know he's at Manchester United, and the reason why I'm putting him in this video is because at the start of FM16, he wasn't a Wonderkid. No one knew about him, let's be fair. He only made his, name in, the middle of the season at United. Since then, he's been brought in, by different databases as a Wonderkid, But as I said, at the start of the game, he was not a wonderkid. So that's why in FM17, he definitely will be. As I said, valued at £7.5 million, earning £21,500 per week at Manchester United. It's going to be difficult to prize him away from United because he's obviously just signed that new deal, I think, anyway. He may have, he may not have. It says he's not here. I'm not too sure if he has in real life. I may have just made that up. Does he have a release clause? He doesn't have a release clause. So you never know. You may be able to get him in FM17, but I do feel like it could be quite difficult. He could be one of them players that, you know, everyone just says if he's valued at £7 million on FM, you need to pay like 80 million for him. It's ridiculous. He could be one of them players. We'll just take a look at some of the key attributes for what is apparently the best role for him as a false 9 striker. Dribbling 14, finishing 14, first touch 14, passing 11, technique 15. So, you know, he's one of them players that's not quite there, but he's, you know, you can tell he's going to get there. And that's what I mean by Renato Sanches. A lot of his, you know, attributes were already at that high level, but he's actually valued at less than Marcus Rashford. But will he be valued less than him in 8 years' time? Let's jump 8 years into the future to see how the 25-year-old Marcus Rashford looks in FM16 and see if he will live up to that wonderkid tag. Okay, so we are 5 years on, and as you can see, he's not really lived up to that wonderkid hype. He's 25 years of age. He's made, you know, 12 caps for England. He's valued at £9 million, so only, what, £2.5 million more than when you start the game. He's now at Tottenham Hotspur, so quite interesting. We'll take a look anyway. So from United, he actually moved to West Brom in that season, so he doesn't actually play for United at all in this game. We'll come back to his attributes in just a moment. But he moved to West Brom for £8.5 million. He then played, you know, a bit of games for West Brom over the course of the next 2 seasons, but he didn't actually over the course of the next season and a half. And as Liverpool do, why have Liverpool spent £18.5 million on him, considering in, 23 appearances, I know a lot of them were substitute appearances, he scores 1 goal in the Premier League. That's what Liverpool do for you. I'm a Liverpool fan, by the way, so don't start saying it in the comments. Over the next season, and again, actually, will that be a season and a half? It'll actually just be 1 season. Over the next 1 season, obviously, he moved in January once more. Over the next season, he makes 2 starts in the league for Liverpool and 9 appearances off the bench over the course of the 2 seasons, only scoring 3 goals. Can someone tell me what he's done to warrant a £32.5 million move to Tottenham? I mean, over the course of let's just count them, 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4 seasons, he scored 4 goals. Can you tell me why he's valued at £32.5 million? I do not know. And then for Tottenham, he scored what? So I've just clicked on something there. I didn't mean to do that. But for Tottenham, so that's half a season. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5.5 seasons, he scored 2, 3, 5, 8 goals. 5.5 seasons, he scored 8 goals. So no wonder he's only valued at £9 million. Injuries wise, okay, he's had a lot of injuries. So I'm not really going to touch on all of them, but that's a lot of injuries. Maybe he's an injury-prone player. I'm not too sure. We may see that in real life. We've not seen it just yet. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 injuries. Wow, that's a lot of injuries. It's disappointing to see, and it's disappointing that he's not really developed into the player he could be. Obviously, his attributes, actually, to be fair to him, have gone up. His attributes have actually improved quite a bit, to be fair. You know, some of them are pretty decent now, and I feel like he could be quite a decent striker for, like, the majority of Premier League clubs. But he's just not reached that wonderkid hype. He's still only 25 years of age, but you'd expect he'll be a lot further in his development. I mean, you look at Renato Sanches, he was valued at £36.5 million or something like that. At this point, he's actually got a broken leg, which is keeping him off for 4 months, so that's a huge setback, for Marcus Rashford. But I feel like in FM17, he's going to develop much better than what he does in FM16. I don't know if you guys have noticed, he always does this, to be fair. He never really reaches any real height. But going off what we've seen in real life, I feel like in FM17, this guy is going to be one of the best strikers in the game a few years down the line. So this is a guy you've got to sign in FM17. But that is all for this video. If you have enjoyed, be sure to let me know. Drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It is always much appreciated, guys. And until next time, goodbye.